Hey, Lake Local School District, to all the teenagers, teachers, staff, and that means administration, counselors, even the bus drivers, maintenance, teacher aides, cafeteria friends, everybody, parents and community of Millbury, and even surrounding communities. Hello, my friends, I'm Jeff Yalden, and I have the honor of visiting your community next week. Actually, it's Wednesday, Thursday, February 13th and 14th. I want to just send you a message, but first and foremost, most importantly, I want to address our hearts and the pain that we as a community are experiencing as of late. We've all been through a lot, and I know we have a lot of questions and perhaps even some concerns about my visit. So I hope you allow me to address some of that. But first, my friends, I am sorry. I take this responsibility that I have working with teens and school communities very seriously. I want each and every one of you to know that my thoughts have been with you all. I'm truly sorry. My prayers are with you, and I'm going to take full advantage of this great responsibility I have to help change the climate and the culture, answer the questions, and to give hope as we all move forward. I'm a teen mental health expert. I'm a suicide prevention expert, author of Teen Suicide, The Why Behind America's Suicide Epidemic. I work with more than 100 communities every year, helping to give hope, share my heart, open my heart to listen, support, to encourage, and to help our counselors and teachers understand the mindset and the emotional well-being of today's young people. My friends, I absolutely love what I do because I've been there more than you can probably understand, but I know, I get it. I study this, I do this every single day. Okay, so I want to address a few things that I think will be encouraging to each and every one of you prior to my visit. First, my friends, my visit isn't so much about what has happened. I want to be very sensitive, and I don't want to mix words here by any means. I know that one loss isn't any different than any other loss. I get it. They're all very sad. And to each of us, we deal with one differently than we might the other. It's difficult to understand. To each person, what matters to them is what is important. Having said that, I want you to understand that my visit about what we have been through, it's not necessarily about where we've been as much as my visit about where are we as individuals. Where is your heart and your emotions right now, today? We're all on the same page with that. Hurt, scared, living in fear, confused. But then we look about where we're going. So we address where we are now, and then let's look at where we're going. And again, that's as an individual, whether it be a student, the teacher, any of the staff members, even bus drivers too. Remember, if you put yourself in a position where your words or actions are seen or heard by a student, I think you're a teacher. So to all the teachers, staff, the students, and the parents, everyone in the community, this is for you. And so as we look at where we're going, I think one of the questions I want to ask you is, how are we going to get there? And that is the primary reason for my visit. It's kind of like a seed fell on the ground and a tree sprouted. The tree is there, but are we just going to be any old tree in the forest? Or are we going to be that special tree that bears the fruit, that maybe stands out and is strong through the storms, and people choose to sit under that tree because it's that tree that provides the shade, maybe cover, a beautiful scene for a selfie. Maybe it's that tree where you can learn to appreciate and be. Yeah. That's what we want. And that's what we're going to do. I've been scheduled to come to Lake Schools long before these recent events. The school community has been proactive in wanting to help and provide a safe, educational, learning environment for our kids and our community where parents feel safe that their school is doing everything to give their kids the best foundation for success. I promise, my friends, that you are not alone and you're not the only community going through tough times. But it's easy to not see our schools doing enough or maybe placing blame because of this or that. My friends, we can't do that. We can't. Part of my visit is about having a growth mindset, not a fixed mindset. It's about being a part of the solution and not the problem. It's about being proactive and moving forward without being insensitive. My friends, I'm not coming to Lake Schools because the administration and the counselors have told me what to say. I'm coming because they've reached out to me, helping them to see the big picture and to create a better system if there's something that we're missing, or to see cracks that they might be missing as we journey each day in what is best for our kids and our community. I'm coming to not only be a support for our kids, but also remember that our teachers and all of our staff members, I think sometimes we forget they're hurting too. Now, I always tell administration, because no administrator is given a certificate on how to deal with this. And I always tell them, hey, number one, you take care of your kids. And number two, you take care of all of your staff. That's what's most important. And so I'm coming to give validation, to support in any way I can, to teach, and to encourage each and every one of you that we have to keep moving forward and that we grow as a result of tough times and pain and adversity. And that's part of the big picture. We all matter, my friends, as we're trying to go through this together. That's important. We can't have any divide. It doesn't help. We all have a grieving process to go through. And when we change our mindset and we are not of a victim mentality or placing blame, we move through this and come to a point called acceptance. And as administrators and teachers, they can't say this to you, that we have to accept it and move on. You might say, well, you're being kind of insensitive. Sometimes it just takes an outside person to say the truth. And when the truth is accepted, we're able to grow and move forward. And we all go through this on our terms. My job, my friends, is to help change our culture and create a climate that is safe and comforting and supportive of one another. And a climate that puts our teachers and staff back to where they know how important their jobs are every day. And not just teaching, but being influential and positive and supportive and engaging, but being present with all of the kids. Yeah, they're awesome. Just as you watching this, whoever you might be, you're awesome. But I can tell you that, but if you don't believe that yourself, my words don't mean anything. That's part of the message I'm going to talk to the kids about: self-esteem. So my friends, whether you're a student, a teacher, a bus driver, parent, coach, school superintendent, or whomever, business people in the community, we are awesome. We are loved. We are struggling now, and rightfully so, but we all have to realize that what we've been through can't be changed. It can't be taken back. We live in an imperfect world. But moving forward, we accept what can't be changed. We work on ourselves. We have grace in our heart where love and compassion meets power and strength. And when we live together that way every single day, we're all growing through this. But we are a community and we need to do this together. And wanting to make this short, but to the point, I want to address this as well, if I might. Young people, students, my friends, Do not come to school next week, Wednesday, Thursday. I know that many of you come into these assemblies thinking, this is going to be dumb, stupid. You know, I don't want to go back to these. I'm fine. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to feel. Listen, I will be the best speaker that'll ever come into your life. I promise you. You give me just 5 or 10 minutes. Yeah, I promise. My talk to you, my friends, is going to be, it's going to be about life. I promise you lives are going to change, but I ask you to have that growth mindset and open your heart to the possibilities that this is going to be a defining, significant moment in your life. I guarantee you that if you do open your heart and give me a few minutes, you'll see that I'm real. I know what I'm talking about, and I'm not the speaker that you expect that will lecture and speak at you. I don't do that. I speak from my heart, my friends, into your heart. I will treat you like young, mature individuals. I'll talk to you like I will my own kids. You're dealing with real life situations, and you deserve to be treated like young, mature adults because you're expected to deal with adult emotions right now that you shouldn't have to deal with. I will not waste your time. I promise. And also, my talk isn't about what you expect. I promise you. Like I said, it's about life as we are and as we move forward. Not just in the here and the now, but tomorrow and the rest of your life. I promise. We will laugh, we will think, and we will feel. And afterwards, your life will have changed. Don't miss school, my friends, and don't let your friends persuade you. You show up and tell your friends, hey man, let's give this dude a chance. This is going to be good. I promise you. I'm coming for 2 days. 2 days. I've only been invited for 1 day. I'm not getting paid for this. I'm coming for you. My heart. Teachers. I can't say enough. I love you. I love who you are. I love what you do, and I love why you do what you do. And I know you're hurting too, and I'm coming to be there for you as well. I know this has and is tough on you, but please know that my message isn't just for the students that we love and care so much for. But when I say I'm coming to talk about life, I promise you that you'll be doing a lot of thinking as well. Now, you deserve so much respect and credit for being the trusted adults and significant adults in these kids' lives through all of this heartfelt pain that, excuse me, I'm sorry. You deserve so much credit and respect for all of this. Everybody's hurting, and teachers, you know, you don't need to be a mental health professional for these relationships that we create with these kids. It's relationships. It's your gesture, your smile, it's going to be okay. And I need you to know that it's going to be okay, and things are going to be changed one day at a time. But it starts with you and I, because we understand as adults loss more than our kids. We know how to cope through life's tough times and problem solve through tough situations where they're light. But we have to find the light within ourselves again. And so to all of you teachers and staff members, thank you so much. I can't wait to meet you all. Parents, you matter so much. I need you to help us help each other and our families, our kids. Do not let your child stay home. I promise this talk is going to be the same stuff that you tell your kids. Do the right thing, parents. School is the best place for them. My talk will be one of the best talks. You're strong, parents. We're going to get through this. You're smart. I love you unconditionally. I'm like crazy Uncle Eddie, but educated, and loving and caring, and I'm trusted Uncle Eddie. Parents, I promise that I'm coming for 2 days for our kids, our school, and for you as well. I'm here to meet you if maybe you're struggling with your child or a situation. Hey man, we can make time. I promise. And to all the school community, this message is for our, hey, grandparents and parents, business people, surrounding communities, whoever it might be. You might be asking, well, why isn't Jeff coming to our school? Let's not ask that. Let's just realize that I'm coming, and you can come to Lake for the evening program. Although it is for parents and adults, you're welcome from wherever you are. Lake is being, and not just Lake, man, I do this every day. Schools all over the country are trying to be as proactive and responsible as possible for their school, community, families, the kids, and I like to invest in a full day with the school that I'm working with. I think that's important. So please know that I'm here. I will be present, and I will be doing what needs to be done, where it needs to be done, talking with whom I need to talk to. Students, again, I'm here for 2 days. I'm willing and I'm honored to meet you one-on-one with you afterwards, after Wednesday morning. Great things are going to happen, my friends. But remember, starting right now, we are not victims of our past anymore. Starting now, we pick up our heads and we move forward with grace, learning to understand, and we get to know ourselves, making good choices. And I'll leave you with this. 3 things I want you to think about every day: your attitude, your choices, and your behavior. When it gets down to it, at the end of the day, those 3 things I think are the most important things that we have going for us. But we have to choose attitude, positive choices, and our positive behavior. I'll tell you 3 things I think also will change your life starting today. Sleep. Young people, I think we need 8 hours of uninterrupted sleep a day. And if you're ugly, maybe you need more. Now, I'm not saying you're ugly, but maybe you have an ugly attitude, or maybe you're just going through an ugly period of time. I think also nutrition. More water, less soda. Less sugar. You know who's best friends? Sugar and depression. And a third thing, get more involved. Yeah, that's self-esteem. Put our smartphones down a little bit and get more involved with our friends and our school community and the extracurricular activities. Have more conversations. That builds self-esteem, coping skills, problem-solving skills. So sleep, better nutrition, and come out of that isolation and get more involved. My friends, I'm Jeff Yalden, and on social media, I'm at Jeff Yalden. And if you want to visit my website and check out more about me and who I am, you can visit thejyf.org. thejyf.org. My friends, I'm honored that I get to come to your community. So I'll see you Wednesday, and I'll tell you Thursday morning before school I have something special if anyone is interested. I'm a man that lives with mental illness myself, so at 6:30 on Thursday morning, we'll talk more about this later. I'm going to have a special opportunity for any one of you, parents, teachers, teenagers, anyone. I will show you publicly how I start my day with my morning routine, breathing, stretching, meditation, just so that as a man that lives with mental illness, I want to show you how my morning self-care routine, it's important that I'm present every day. And without this, then I think emotions get to me. But with this, I own my day. The day doesn't own me. Everybody's welcome. My friends, I love you all. I'll see you soon. Take care.